How's it going, everybody? So, Timeless releases tomorrow on December 12th, along with Cons of Tarkir, and I wanted to start looking at some deck lists that I think are going to be good. And what I've come up with is this blue-red Ragavan deck, and it's pretty similar to like Murktide in Modern, except obviously there's no Murktide. But I think Ragavan is probably going to be one of the best creatures in the Timeless format. And yes, obviously there's going to be some crazy combos that come out of the Timeless format. So I think having a deck with Counterspell is going to be the great equalizer. And, Counterspell is just a sweet card. Just counter anything for 2 mana. You can't beat that. Also, there's a lot of synergy with this deck, like Dragon's Rage Chandler. And obviously this is the Alchemy version, not as good as the real version, which is +2/+2. This is just +2/+0. But it's pretty easy to hit Delirium with this deck when you have Mishra's Bauble and all these other easy spells to cast. And another good synergy with Mishra's Bauble is Ledger Shredder. It's pretty easy to start getting the counters going on Ledger Shredder and looting through your deck, which will also help you achieve Delirium. Expressive Iteration is a card we kind of forgot about, but just an excellent way to look at some cards in your deck and get what you need. There are 3 brainstorms here that is going to be replaced by Treasure Cruise once that is released, so I don't have access to it yet, but these will just be 3 Treasure Cruises, and I think that will be pretty good as well. It's going to be pretty easy to delve in this deck when we're cycling and playing Mishra's Bauble. And what else do we have? We have a couple Archmage's Charm and Tishana's Tidebinder. And the mana base will change once the fetches come to. This is just going to be the base, but we'll add some fetches to this as well once those are released. So let's also look at one other deck I think that is going to be good. And that's going to be Blue-Black Death Shadow. So obviously the mana is going to change. We won't have all the fetches, but we'll have the ones from Cons, and that will help us fetch our Shocklands and take more damage for Death Shadow. So this will change, but the base of this deck is pretty similar. Brainstorm's probably going to be changed. Obviously, you'd want like Preordain or something better, but we can take out Brainstorm. Could be another Treasure Cruise as well. We'll see. But we have Consider, and Death Shadow is going to be really good creature as well. I don't think it's going to be as good as Ragavan, but maybe the next best creature. And then we just have your Inquisition and Thoughtseize for control. And of course, we're going to be playing Counterspell and Orcish Bowmasters, just probably one of the best cards out there right now. And then everything else is just kind of controlling the board. 4 Drown the Lock as well, I think will be really solid with this deck. And 3 Tishana's Tidebinder might be too many. It's hard to tell. So I think Timeless can go so many different ways, so many directions. Yes, there's going to be crazy combos, and that's why I want to play decks with counterspells. So I hope you saved your wild cards, because this is going to be a very wild card heavy format. Like you can see, Lightning Bolt is a rare, Counterspell is a rare, so that's 8 wild cards just between those 2. It would have been nice if they bumped these down to like uncommons or something, but I guess Wizards is gonna make their money. So I hope you saved your wild cards for Timeless. I hope there's some other cool decks you're excited about. You can let me know. I'll be playing some Timeless tomorrow, I'm sure. I want to try this Ragavan deck out. I think this is probably going to be my go-to deck for Timeless when it releases. I think this is going to be good. Just having Counterspell available and Memory Lapse, and I think that's just going to be really good for all the combos that we just don't know about yet. And thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow playing some Timeless.